There's a beautiful quote from Rumi, who was a 13th century Sufi mystic, poet, and scholar that goes along the lines of, what you seek is seeking you in every corner of the world. Every moment of the day, it's calling out to you. Now, Rumi was one of the greatest mystics who walked on this planet. His teachings and his poems have touched generations of people and have changed their lives for the better. Rumi was constantly fascinated by the mystical nature of the universe. Now, if you look at the quote, if you delve deeper into this, you will understand that what Rumi was referring to was that the fact that the universe, or God, or infinite intelligence, or prime creator, or the life force that sustains everything, the universe wants what you want. The universe wants to work with you. In fact, the universe wants to work through you. The universe wants to experience life through you. It wants to behold a beautiful sunset through your eyes. It wants to hear the most melodious symphony through your ears. It wants to smell through your nose. It wants to taste through you. It wants to live through you. Now, if that is the case, if the universe wants to work with you, why then do so many people suffer and struggle to get what they desire? That's a question worth pondering on. Are we missing something here? Now, before we get to that answer, I want to introduce you to a different topic. You might have heard of the term synchronicity. Now, the famous Swiss psychologist Carl Jung, he described synchronicity as the coming together of inner and outer worlds in a way that cannot be explained by the cause and effect phenomena. Now, cause and effect is how your logical, finite mind uses to make sense of everything. Okay, your five senses, they go out and they fetch data, and your conscious mind analyzes the data using the cause and effect phenomena to give meaning to those events. So what Carl Jung was essentially saying was that the synchronicity is something that is outside of the cause and effect phenomena, or it's essentially not bound by your human finite mind. So what exactly are synchronicities? Are they mere coincidences? I'll give you an example. Imagine that you're driving home from work and you're kind of stressed and worried because your boss has asked you to deliver something early the next morning. So you probably have to work through the night. So you're very stressed, very worried, and you're driving home and you're lost in those worries and thoughts. And suddenly a song comes on the radio, a song that you haven't heard for years, a song that takes you back to a different era, a song that reminds you of a time where you were so joyful, happy, free. And that song triggers a flood of emotions within you. And slowly, you start feeling a little bit lighter. Your heaviness, your stress kind of dissolves a little bit. And you feel a little bit happier and a little bit lighter. And you go home and get your work done, and your life goes on. And a week later, you bump into one of those old friends that you haven't seen for years. And that song did reconnect you too. And you're like, what is going on? Is that a mere coincidence? You probably dismiss it as a coincidence and you walk off and you continue with your normal life. Now, let's bring these two topics together. The fact that the universe wants what you want, and these synchronicities, or what you would call mere coincidences, coming in everyone's life. Let's connect these together and try to find the answer. The answer to both these questions lies in our understanding of the human psychology. Okay? Let's talk about the conscious mind. The five outer senses that we talked about before, your sense of sight, your sense of smell, your sense of sound, your sense of touch, and your sense of taste. The reason you have these senses is so that you can survive in this 3D reality. These five senses gather data from the external world and they bring it back to your conscious mind, and the conscious mind analyzes these and keeps you safe and charts the next step for your journey. This is all well and good. The problem comes up when people lose themselves in this illusion. They forget that the reality is an illusion. They forget that they are the source of this illusion. Now let me explain this further. Imagine that you're sitting in a movie theater and you're watching a movie on a giant screen, and you look behind you and you see a ray of light, coming from the projector. So the projector is what is projecting the movie onto the giant screen. If you shut off the projector, there's no movie, it's darkness. Now let's take it one step further. Suppose that instead of sitting in the movie theater, you are a part of the movie. You are now a part of the movie that's playing. And you kind of get lost in the movie. Like you start enjoying the movie, right? The movie has its ups and downs, you laugh, you cry, you struggle, you get some things. And over time, you forget the fact that it's eventually a movie. You forget the fact that you have the power to change the direction of the movie. You forget the fact that you are the prime creator of the movie. And so when things don't go your way, you kind of try to push some characters, you employ some shady tactics, right? You kick and you struggle and you beat your head and you are lost. You're lost in the illusion. You're lost in the movie. Now the question is, how do you change the movie? Or how do you get what you desired within the movie? The answer lies in the night sky. I've mentioned this in my prior videos. Have you ever looked at the beautiful night sky? If you haven't, you should do that. Go out into your backyard and take a look at the most beautiful spectacle that nature has ever created. Look up at those millions of stars that are shining so brightly. Now, when you look up, your eyes are enchanted by those beautiful stars. But if you look closely, you'll see darkness between those stars. The darkness is what envelops the stars. The darkness is what precedes creation. Emptiness, stillness. All creation proceeds from emptiness. All creation proceeds from stillness. So, you want to change the movie. You want to change the direction of your life in the movie. You cannot do that while the movie is going on. You have to step down. And how do you step down from the movie? In this illusion, how is this illusion working? Your outer senses. Your senses are the one that maintain the illusion. If you shut the senses down, it'll shut down your thinking. This will take time, okay? Because if you're new to this, then even if you shut down your senses, your conscious mind still has memories that it can use to keep thinking. But with a little time, with a little practice, you should be able to slow down your thoughts. And then you will eventually enter a moment of stillness, a moment of serenity, a moment of emptiness. That is the source point. That is the creation point, or what you would refer to as the I am consciousness. When you get to the point of stillness, the point of emptiness, that is when the universe can talk to you. In fact, when you get to that point of stillness, you become the universe. You and the universe are one. And that is the point where the universe can nudge you in the direction where you want to go. The universe or God or your higher self knows the exact plan for your movie. And if you listen to those whispers, if you listen to the nudges of the universe in the stillness, you can get into creation. You can open your eyes and then use your conscious mind to change the direction of the movie that you are in. Here's what I believe. Synchronicity is how the universe is trying to wake you up when you're lost in the movie. The universe is waiting for you that, hey, you got lost in the movie and I'm waiting for you to work with you. So the universe nudges you. That's the only way it can interrupt your train of thoughts. Going back to the example of the night that you were driving back from work, stressed and worried, if that song hadn't come up randomly, it would not have broken your train of thoughts. It wouldn't have put you in a different emotional range. So was it a mere coincidence? I don't think so. That was orchestrated by the universe. But the question is, can you orchestrate synchronicities yourself? You can. By going into the stillness, by going into the emptiness, by connecting directly, consciously with the universe or your higher self, you can change the direction of your life. You can live effortlessly. I want you to try this out and let me know how this goes for you. I hope this video helped you. Thank you.